Designation Act of 2023. This bill would symbolically designate the 1400 block of Cedar Street Southeast as Davon T. McNeal III Way. A symbolic naming is for ceremonial purposes and shall be in addition to and subordinate to any name that is an official name. On July 4th, 2020, Crystal McNeal held an anti-violence themed barbecue on the cul-de-sac near her apartment building. Around 9:15 in the evening, her 11-year-old son, Davon McNeal III, was dropped off in front of the apartment to join his mother after spending the day in Ocean City, Maryland. At the same time, 4 men who knew the McNeals began randomly firing shots at what they wrongly thought was a gunman in their neighborhood. This is according to prosecutors. Davon McNeal was headed toward his aunt's apartment when he was struck by a bullet fired by one of the men and died almost immediately. This senseless act of violence took Davon's life. It sparked outrage and sadness in the community and beyond. In the wake of his death, in April 2021, Mary Grace Rook, a magistrate judge for the Superior Court, and her husband Al Rook, worked with the McNeal family to establish the Davon McNeal Memorial Fund at the Greater Washington Community Foundation. The fund aims to give at-risk youths in Wards 7 and 8 an opportunity to break the cycle of violence through social programs in sports, the arts, and education. It is hoped that the fund will help to increase awareness about community violence, especially in those neighborhoods east of the river. Memorializing Davon McNeal III on the street where he was senselessly killed will serve as a reminder of the importance of curbing gun violence in the community. Thus, assuming that the committee approves this, the Committee of the Whole recommends Council approval of Bill 25-27, the Davon T. McNeal III Way Designation Act of 2023. This legislation was originally introduced last October 14th, as Bill 24-1058, introduced by Councilmember Trayon White and 7 council members. The Committee of the Whole held a hearing on the measure on December 12th, 2022. On January 11th of this year, Bill 25-27, which is before us now, was introduced by Councilmember Trayon White and 8 council members, essentially the same as the bill on which we had the hearing in December. The committee has received no testimony or comments in opposition to this legislation. If there's no objection, I'll move both the print and report with leave for staff to make technical, conforming, and editorial changes. Is there discussion? Mr. Cash, would you call the roll? The vote is on both the print and report with leave for staff.
Councilmember Bonds. Councilmember Bonds. Councilmember Fruman.
Yes.
Councilmember Fruman votes yes. Councilmember Gray.
Yes.
Councilmember Gray votes yes. Councilmember Henderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Henderson votes yes. Councilmember Lewis George.
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis George votes yes. Councilmember McDuffie.
Yes.
Councilmember McDuffie votes yes. Chairman Mendelson.
Yes.
Chairman Mendelson votes yes. Councilmember Nadeau.
Yes.
Councilmember Nadeau votes yes. Councilmember Parker.
Yes.
Councilmember Parker votes yes. Councilmember Pinto.
Yes.
Councilmember Pinto votes yes. Councilmember Robert White.
Yes.
Councilmember Robert White votes yes. Councilmember Trayon White.
Yes.
Councilmember Trayon White votes yes. Councilmember Allen.
Yes.
Councilmember Allen votes yes. Mr. Chairman, there are 11 yeses and 1 absent. Sorry, there are 12 yeses and 1 absent.
The print and report are approved unanimously. Madam General Counsel, is the measure legally and technically sufficient for our consideration?
Yes, it is.
Mr. Assistant Secretary or Madam Secretary?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Is the record complete?
Once the report is filed.
Madam Budget Director, does the measure's fiscal impact statement comply with council requirements?
Yes, it does.
And it has no fiscal impact, correct?
Correct.
Without objection, this measure will be placed on the consent agenda for the April 4th legislative meeting. The next item from